Before you ask, no, I did not get a haircut. My hair is just freshly washed, and so it's not poofy yet. But today I wanted to talk. I wasn't sure what I wanted to talk about. I just kind of sat here for like 4 minutes just trying to brainstorm ideas, but given how much I've been talking about sports, I thought, okay, I'll talk about sports again. Specifically about a sport that is one that I used to really enjoy. I used to enjoy watching and playing, and is now probably one of my least favorite sports, and kind of how that occurred. Um, so yeah, I when I was really young, I was really bad at basketball. And then when I hit like my seventh grade year, I finally started to actually play the sport the way it's intended. I actually learned how to dribble and how to shoot. And although I wasn't great at shooting or dribbling, I found it way more enjoyable then. In through high school, I was always interested in playing basketball and doing all the things related to it. And it was probably around the time I hit college. And I still loved watching basketball, by the way. I should say this. I've always loved watching basketball. By the time I hit college, that enjoyment for playing basketball started to fade because, I did not like playing the sport as much anymore. It came from a few things, from like, how people play the sport is so, like, for such a simple, like, game, like, I guess not simple, but for such a, like, easy sport to play, um, man, everyone plays it just so weirdly different. And when I say that, I'm not saying like, oh yeah, I just don't like, you know, certain foul calls or certain, moves and stuff like that. It's just the inconsistency of how people call things. Like, you can be playing with the same group of dudes 2 days in a row for basketball, and they call something completely different both times. Like, they call a travel once and they don't call it again. Or they call a push a foul, but the next time they don't. So that was really my thing, is the inconsistency of calls in basketball. Maybe really not like it as much. And just kind of the inconsistency of how people play it. And then for watching wise, um, basketball is probably my least favorite sport to watch now. Like, I'd straight up rather watch golf, and that's saying something because I don't enjoy watching golf. Um, it's more the fact that these are professional athletes, um, who play sports for a living and train for sports year round. Why do they need 85 timeouts in the game? Why does the last 5 minutes of the game need to be 2 hours long? Um, I've never understood why they get so many timeouts. I don't understand what reason there is. Like, I get it. You're playing a lot of minutes. That's fine. You don't need 85 timeouts. You need, like, and I hate to just start comparing it to other sports, but like, the NFL has, you get 3 timeouts per half. Um, in the NHL, you get 1 timeout in the entire game. Those are the two sports I watch the most, so that's kind of why I'm comparing those two. But also just advertising in general in sports has just gotten so outrageous. Like, I end up watching the game for like 40 minutes and end up watching 2.5 hours of ads. I'm just like, this is just not enjoyable. So I think they really need to work on advertising in sports, and also just making it an enjoyable experience to sit down and watch a sport. I don't want to sit there and watch Ad Simulator with sport in the background. Anyway, enough complaining from me, because I just love to complain about things. Um, yeah, basketball was one of my favorite sports, and playing it is not as enjoyable anymore, and watching it is definitely way worse than I remember. It's been fun. Sounds good.